Alright, hello YouTube. Sorry about the book. This is Donnie Lester for Pagan Fellowship, a hopefully, at the very minimum, weekly podcast that I will be doing. I will be featuring guests and guest speakers and stuff from the local community, and if I can, if I attract enough attention, I'll get like interstate uh, guest speakers and whatnot. This one is going to be specifically on the Samhain holiday, or high day. It's not a ritual format, so don't get me wrong. It's going to be fun little facts and the basic stuffs on it, whatnot. And there's even a poem in this book that I've got here that I will read to you that you guys can use during the ritual to enrich it, because I have actually begun to put these in, and it was really fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. The last high day that I did use the poem, and it was great. So, I'm going to go ahead and go into it. Samhain is the Celtic New Year, which most pagans view as their New Year day. It's also known as Hallowmass, All Hallows Eve, Halloween, and Samhain. It's October the 31st, November 2nd, or November 4th, or when the sun is at 15 degrees Scorpio. Many people usually just give it a calendar date rather than trying to follow the astrological signs and stuff like that, because these holidays are based off ancient cosmological models and maps that were not entirely completely accurate. So using the astrological symbols and stuff like that is actually something that is not as accurate as just giving it a date. And by all means, those dates are not set in stone. You can actually celebrate them. Sorry for the movement of the camera here. I'm trying to readjust here so that my computer doesn't poke the snot out of me here. Uh, there we go. That's better. Y'all can see my face. Okay. Meaning of the word is summer's end, which is actually, ironically, summer's end. There is no historical record of the Celtic god called Samhain or Lord of the Dead. This was erroneously coined by the researchers in the 17th century. That particular statement is depending on who or what tradition what person you speak to, or what tradition you particularly want to follow. If you follow the Greek pantheon, it is supposed to be the day that Persephone and Hades either got married or met. And there's two versions of how that particular part went down. Roman, basically, it is that particular pantheon is a pantheon that is almost a direct copy. Instead of using the names of the goddesses and gods for a Greek pantheon, they just use the planets' names. The primary focus of this particular holiday is transformation, regeneration, honoring the dead, divination, honoring the harvest, and preparing for winter. So basically, this holiday is kind of a seasonal change and getting ready for changes in your life, taking a step back and just relaxing and looking at what has happened in the previous year. It's very good. It's a very good time for you to just and meditate in your circle on the things that were good that happened in the previous year, the things you did wrong and how to correct them, or how to make sure that they don't happen again. Of course, honoring the dead. Basically, this one is good. And part of embedded in the ritual itself is you're honoring your own ancestors, and and you can actually, and I personally, I honor not just my ancestors that day, but I also honor the ancestors of individuals, and basically I honor individuals who have made um, a great commitment to parts of to life, to, like, I actually have I actually burn a specific candle for a crocodile hunter. He was a great man. and I cried the day I found out he died, because he loved the animals of this world so much, and he did so much for it. But I'm not going to go into that because I got about 4 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and continue here. Let's see. Age of the holiday, second oldest unbroken holiday in the European world, approximately age 6,000 years. So, and I'm not sure what source the author of this book, which this book is called Solitary Witch by Silver Raven Wolf. She is one of the most renowned, other than Scott Cunningham. But she and Scott Cunningham are the two most renowned authors. So I'll stop talking about the authors now. I'm not sure where she got the age from, but that's okay. Popular mythos. I'm not going to go into that one. That one's more personal opinion than anything. Astrological sign, which this is not very accurate. Like I said before, these astrological signs were made from cosmological models that were very inaccurate at the time. So, but basically, it's supposed to be somewhere in 15 degrees of Scorpio. The planetary ruler: Pluto for the modern, or Mars for the classical. And what's meant by modern or classical? Modern would be the actual position if you go by the date, and the classic would be what back before they had modern technology, modern astrological technology, to make the planetary stuff a little cooler. Now, you know what, the poem that I spoke of earlier, I'll put that in a second video. I'll make it as a response to this one. Yeah, I'll just make it as a response to this video, and you guys are gonna love using these in your rituals. So, ideas for Samhain, and I should be able to get through these pretty quickly. So the 2 minutes I have, 2 minutes or so I have left should be good. You can carve a pumpkin and empower it to repel negativity, which is actually something very, very traditional. That this is supposed to be something that was done thousands and thousands of years ago. Build or erect a shrine to your ancestors, which I haven't actually had a chance to actually build a shrine, so to speak. But every year I put together something on my altar for them. But I might actually build a shrine that stays erected year round. Let's see. Add divination to your ritual, which actually a lot of people actually embed divination as part of the ritual itself. I personally don't need to. I have prophetic dreams, and I see into the future a lot, even when I'm conscious sometimes. Fill in a small plastic pumpkin with gold-wrapped candy and empower it for prosperity. I haven't actually tried that one yet, but hey, it's an idea. Research your family history and make out the names and speak out the names during your ritual, during the time where you would honor the dead. Let's see. Make a family photo album or poster to place in your room, blessing it during your ritual for family harmony. That one's pretty cool. I haven't tried that one myself yet, but it's supposed to be pretty cool. I talked to somebody else who actually has the same book and got that idea from the book and does it, and it's supposed to work pretty good. Set a place on the dinner table for the recently deceased. Most people actually do this. This is a pretty cool idea. Place a small jack-o'-lantern in each of the 4 corners. I actually had a friend of mine who did that, and she actually went as far as to carve something that represents a symbol of something that represents the specific element that's corresponding with that. It was really cool. I saw the pumpkins that were neat. Place crossed brooms at the 4 corners. Build an altar out of hay bales. That one I haven't done yet either. I haven't done the broom one either. Visit the cemetery and place flowers on the graves of the deceased loved ones. I actually do that during like Memorial Day or something like that. And the final thing is, remember that this festival is a fire festival that signals the personal closures and occurs in Scorpio, a multiple watery sign that has the ability to rebuild what is needed and toss out what is not. Ruled by